who I'm specifically calling out here, it's not really calling out, because I don't want to call out Myron Gaines is who I'm speaking of over on Fresh and Fit. I don't want to call him out because a lot of what he says makes sense. I think a lot of what he says is actually good. But what I don't understand is this fascination with men and men's channels where they want to push you to lie, coerce, and better yourself, or lie to women, I guess I should say, and coerce and become a better man and raise your social market value for whores.
Okay, see, there we go. There we go. Why is there this fascination with this? Because, Joker, men are biologically hardwired to want to have sex with women. Men, we don't want sex, okay? We need sex, all right? We need sex. Unfortunately, the collective value of Western women is lower than it's ever been in human history. But by the same token, we also teach guys, hey, listen, man, porn is bad. You should not masturbate. Right?
For women that are not going to accept you in your natural state without you pretending to be something you're not.
Okay, see, this again is where he's being disingenuous. Okay? He's lumping all of this stuff together. Well, you shouldn't deceive women. You shouldn't do this. And I agree with Joker here. I think it's a crying shame. That unfortunately you have to lie to and mislead women to get anywhere with them. I hate that it's like that, but that's the way it is. What Joker is complaining about at this point, he is complaining about all of the hoops that men have to jump through to get sex from women. But here's the thing. What he is acting like is that all we get from hoes are sex. Well, that's all we need from hoes or sex, is sex. Number one. Number two, Joker, the men who regularly get sex from good-looking women, they don't have the equivalent of a 4-year degree in your job juxtaposition. How many hot girls have we seen on Fresh and Fit, or on Sosnick, or on the No Fugazi podcast, or Pearl Davis? How many times have we seen a woman say, yeah, I was with this guy for 2.5 years, didn't have a job, lived off me, mooched off of me, blah, blah, but boy, he dicked me down good. Yes, he did. That is a bum. Okay? There is absolutely nothing wrong with increasing your social and sexual market value to get more access to sex. I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong with that. And a lot of guys say, well, you shouldn't improve yourself just for women. I agree with that. I do agree with that. But it would be disingenuous of me to not admit that part of the reason why we get into and stay in shape isn't because we want to remain attractive to the opposite sex. This is a natural desire. What Joker is doing here, and again, no shade on him. Go subscribe to his channel, guys. What he talks about is spot on. Okay? What he talks about is absolutely spot on. No shade at all. But at the end of the day, this is what it takes. This is what it takes to be successful with women. You don't have to have a 4-year degree to sleep with pretty women. Even average women, you don't have to have a 4-year degree. Let's continue.
Just to what? Sleep with them and maybe catch something?
Here we go. Just to sleep with them and maybe catch something. And again, he's right. Sleeping around certainly has its risks, such as STDs, STIs, etc., etc. But if you're willing to take that risk, then who is Joker to tell us what we should or shouldn't want to be doing? Listen, I understand it's not worth it for Joker to sleep around because he doesn't want to catch something, but you're not going to catch something every time you sleep with a woman. Yes, you risk catching something when you sleep with a woman. Using a condom drastically reduces the odds of you catching an STD. I get it. I understand. And if that's not a risk that Joker or his ilk wants to take, I got no problem with that. I got no problem with that at all. But if that's not something that me as a man has decided to do, you're not going to tell me that, well, listen, if you sleep around, you could risk catching something. Well, yes, nothing in life comes without risk.